Mabuhay from Toy Robot Collections PH. And this is part 2 of our presentation and comparison of the different versions of toys for Combattler V coming from Bandai GX01, the form from KidsLogic, and lastly, Mini Deform from ActionToys. So right now we are going to look at number 3, which is the battle tank. So this is the battle tank from ActionToys. For the mini deform version, if you notice, you cannot see the number that correspond to the vehicles. Normally, I can see from the online toy groups that they have stickers that you can put for the toy so that you can have the number 3 and it will look similar to the cartoon, which is we are showing here at the back. So again, this is the mini deform from ActionToys. And this is the battle tank from the GX03 version. So it's coming from the Battle Crusher mode a while ago. So you have here the number 3. And then this actually forms the upper torso of the Combattler robot. So you can actually extend this. If you notice, this is actually extendable so that you will have like the claws or the gripper of the battle tank. Okay, so just need to combine that here. So again, that's the difference between this one and ActionToys and the version of GX03. Let's see if we can also extend this. So you can also extend this pincer from the battle tank mode. So lastly, we have from the KidsLogic. So this is after I remove it from the remove the head and again the arms from this upper torso. So if you notice, this is actually my personal favorite because it has details and similar to the other version, you have there the antenna. And like the GX01, you have there the number 3. And you have here other accessories, right, that you need to assemble for the pincer. So rule of thumb, do not force the fit, let it snap gently. So it's quite hard to insert until you hear the snapping sound. So do not force it. So there you go. Once the pincer is actually attached, you now move the tank, this piece, the wheels, so that it will look like the battle tank. So actually, this toy is quite resilient or durable because the parts can actually be can actually be loosened without destroying the toy. So there. So again, this is the KidsLogic deform version. And for me, this is my personal favorite because the robot arms or the pincer is actually much flexible and posable compared to the other versions. So you have there the 3 battle tanks. Number 4 is the Battle Marine. So you have here the Battle Marine version. So again, for the GX03, it follows the cartoon wherein it's actually numbered. So this is the Battle Marine. And of course, you need to extend the wings so that it will look like the cartoon robot, right, flying like this. It's the Battle Marine. So it's the tallest among the 3 different versions because of course the GX03 is like, you know, the scaled version of the robot Combattler. So this is the Battle Marine for GX03. So this one is so cute. This is the Battle Marine from the KidsLogic. Like the GX03, it has number, right? It has a number like that. And what's good with this version is that it also has wheels. Okay, so you can do this, and then it has a wheel here that you can actually extend right there, but it's not really, you know, it's not spinning, it's a fake wheel. Okay, but you can make a good pose. And lastly, this is the Battle Marine from the ActionToys, the mini deform. Okay, so it doesn't have any number. So again, there are custom stickers out there that will help you and put numbers on your mini deform version. So these are rather the Battle Marines from the 3 different versions of Combattler V. For the last vehicle or alternate mode in our presentation, we now have the Battlecraft, which is actually the foot part of Combattler V. So this is the GX01 version. So these are from the feet, and then you combine them together. So to combine, we need to make this show out, so that you can actually lock them together. Okay? And then you lock them like this. So they are now one piece. And this is the Battlecraft. Now the Battlecraft has a drill weapon. So if you notice, you have here a pullable or retractable part. So you just shove it to the right, and then you now have the drill coming out from the Battlecraft. So this is now the mini deform version. So it comes already as attached, and then you want, similar to the GX01, you can pull out the drill. So again, the difference is for this one, there is no label number 4 for the mini deform, but for the GX01, there is a label number 5. And last but not the least, we have the deformed version of KidsLogic. So for the deformed version, so it's roughly the same. You combine the two pieces until they lap or snap, and then you also have the drill, and of course the number. Okay, but the difference, that's why I have my personal bias, is that this drill is not retractable. You can actually attach a bigger version so that it becomes more prominent. See? So again, I have a personal bias towards the deformed version, but actually it all boils down to preference, I guess. And those are the three different battlecraft from ActionToys, Bandai GX03, KidsLogic deformed version. And before we end the presentation, we are going to compare the robot version of mini deform from ActionToys and the SOC version of GX01. I will no longer make this a robot since we already saw the deformed version, and I'm going to display it as vehicles in my house. Thus, I don't need to make this a robot version, but you can see from the box how the deformed version looks like. So once again, we have the 5 vehicle modes of Combattler V. And then we are now going to make them a robot. So actually, it depends on you which part you would like to start. But for me, I normally start with the feet and then the legs, so that I have something to put the other parts on and balance them. So let's start with the battlecraft. So for the battlecraft, we just reverse what we did a while ago. We retract the drills and then separate the two feet. Yes. Okay. After which we now have the leg part. So for the leg part, of course, we need to position the foot, right? And here the snap again. So if it's not snapping, making the snapping sound, then there might be something wrong, right? So don't push it. You might just have it in reverse. So again, do not force if it doesn't make the snapping sound. See? So now you know that this is the correct form because it's stable and it actually connected to the lower torso part or the leg, right? So we now have the leg part of Combattler B. Okay. Next is of course this one. So you retract the pincers and then you fold the antennas, right? Okay, you fold the wheels also to put it behind. Okay, like this, right? And then you connect now the chest part to the legs. So it should again make a snapping sound, knowing, okay, sorry. Then secure it so that it becomes a neat version of the robot. So we're very near the completion. And lastly, not lastly, then of course the body part, the upper torso. So this one is the battle crusher. So after making it to resemble a chest now, you now place it on top of the torso component. And again, here snap or connect in place. See? Okay. So we have now a very good looking body. So if you notice the arms or the hands rather are still missing because in this version we have to put the hands or push the hands part so that it will be complete. So later I'll do that. I'll get the hands that comes together with the bag, with the package. So last of course will be the head. So for this version, it's just a matter of pushing the head down. And we have now our neat looking mini deform version of Combattler V. Okay, so I'll just put the hands. The mini deform version comes only with one set of weapons, which is the dagger that can be combined to form a lance. And it also comes with 4 pieces of hands, one with a slot so that you can place the dagger there, and the second one is a closed fist for your action poses. So after connecting the sword held by the fist, I can actually make different poses, and it's really a mini deformed version of the Combattler V robot. As you can also see at the backdrop of the cartoon playing. Okay? So that's for ActionToys mini deform. By the way, I was not able to say that the Battle Jet version of the KidsLogic is battery operated, and the V actually lights up when you turn it on. So it's another feature of KidsLogic. So lastly, we are now going to make this a robot again, right? So we are just going to do the things that we did in reverse. So retract the drill from the battlecraft, split the 2 feet, and hide the clamp, right? So you now have the feet properly placed on top of the table. Next is of course the legs. So you fold again those wings, and then you connect now the legs with the feet. Okay, now we go to the upper torso. So you push back the pincer so that it will not be an obstacle when you put the arms and the shoulder. Okay, fold the antenna, then retract the wheels. Okay, so we now connect the lower part with the upper body. So it should fit well. Okay. Okay. So again, do not force it, but they should securely fit together. So we now have the body of Combattler V. Next, of course, is the Battle Crasher. So you fold the wings again, and then you can pull out the hands. Okay, so later on, this can actually hold some weapons. and then put it back on top of the torso. So this piece actually often gets loose. So we just keep on putting it back. Okay, so you have here Combattler. And of course, you remove this part. And this is the head. And now it's really Combattler GX01. Similar to the animation at the back. So actually I was able to make this pose with some weapons, and I showed you in another blog about the weapon display stand, right? So here are the complete weapons that are included with the GX01 collection piece. So there you go. On my left is Combattler GX01, and on my right is the mini deform Combattler V from ActionToys. I hope you like this vlog. Thank you very much, and do write comments below. Subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever there are new vlogs from this channel. Thank you very much and have a great day.